And I'm hoping there's going to be a trilogy, because all great dance partners have trilogies. It's facts. But what I'm going to do to him, he won't want a trilogy.
Tyson Fury isn't done with Oleksandr Usyk yet, as he has now demanded a trilogy from Oleksandr Usyk.
My last question, they are talking about a third match. Will be a third match?
When I win this one, then yes, sure.
You want that?
Yes.
Is this in the...
Tyson Fury claims he's demanding the rematch because of his double robberies in the merciless hands of Oleksandr Usyk, insisting that if Usyk had won fair and square in at least one of the two fights...
What do you think I've done? Truthfully?
I thought he was dead tonight. I thought he was going to get it, if I'm honest.
I swear to God, I thought I won it by at least 3 rounds. Boss the fight in front for all my hour.
He would have accepted his loss humbly. However, he believes firmly that he's been cheated. Out of 2 victories against Oleksandr Usyk, hence a third fight would only do justice to his robbery claims.
Not in a million years will I walk away after this.
You're not finished?
No way. But what I'm going to do to him is going to be that bad of a beating on Saturday night, he ain't going to want to have a trilogy.
And give him the victory he deserves. Well, to most boxing fans, this sounds a bit strange, as Tyson Fury seems very non-worthy of a trilogy, and should Usyk give him the chance for a trilogy...
Frank, what would you rather happen next? Would you rather the Usyk rematch, or would you rather the AJ fight at Wembley?
I'd rather he gets the fight out of the way on the 18th first, and we'll see where we go from there.
You're giving me nothing here, Frank.
Sorry?
You're giving me nothing.
I've just told you, let's get that fight out of the way. I mean, you want to go,
Gypsy King is only setting himself up for a third loss from the same opponent, which wouldn't do his boxing record any good. Talks of a trilogy first came up before the fight.
Correct.
No.
What do you want to tell Usyk right now?
Run, rabbit, run.
Run! I think he was...
When many boxing fans and professionals had thought the instinct of revenge in Tyson Fury would have propelled him into a stunning victory over Oleksandr Usyk. Sadly, the result wasn't far from the previous one. If at all, it was better than their previous fight.
I see him come again. Well, Daniel Dubois jumped in the ring and said, let's get this fight on. I think he was told by Bricktop to do that. Jump in there, make a bit of noise. So Daniel Dubois got in there. I didn't like it because Usyk was tired. He wanted to do his interview, and then he's got Daniel Dubois jumping on. But I understand, he's selling the game, aren't you? He's trying to get the next fight. But
before the fight, Tyson Fury, Frank Warren, Turgi Alal, Sheik, and many other boxing fans were willing to see the epic matchup for a third time. Hence, everyone was rooting for a Fury win.
Can I just get your thoughts on that fight, please?
Say what?
The thoughts on the fight. Did you feel like
Absolutely, Oleksandr Usyk is the champion. There is no doubt that he won that fight.
Was that just dominance from the start? Did you feel like he pushed Tyson Fury on the back foot throughout most of the fight?
If that was going to bring the trilogy to life, in a conversation with Boxing King Media, the Manchester native emphasized his complete focus and desperate pursuit of revenge. During the conversation, the interviewer asked Gypsy King about APS-POS Trilogy.
A finished fighter, his timing was off, his punch resistance has gone, he put up a good performance. So for me, the only fight to make is AJ Fury, but let's see.
Is that half the reason why AJ waited to see? Because obviously, and Turkey said in an interview with us, he doesn't want to make AJ Dubois next.
Yeah, I mean...
While the 36-year-old expressed that he would love a third match, it will only happen under one condition. Tyson, you... Fury declared, when I win this one, then yes, for sure.
Where does he go from here?
Who?
Tyson Fury.
There's only one fight, but there's no point me... It's not time to start calling the fight out. You don't know what Fury's going to do. Maybe he doesn't want to fight again. The one thing I will say is, Fury performed well. You know, it's not like he's a finished fighter, his timing was off, his punch resistance has gone, he put up a good performance.
Claiming that the third match will only happen if he wins the upcoming rematch at Kingdom Arena. While there was a two-way rematch clause in the contract for their first clash, the 36-year-old made it clear that there was no contractual obligation.
Rounds up. A lot of people had me at least 2. I just don't know. Listen, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry over spilled milk. It's happened now. I know boxing, been in it all my life. You can't change no decisions. But I'll just always feel a little bit hard done by. Not a little bit, actually a lot. But I think when you don't get the knockout, this is what happens. You can't guarantee
Like that this time around. In this scenario, a third fight will only happen if Fury is successful in exacting lawsuits against such behavior. Revenge, which will increase the demand for a decisive third bout.
show some respect.
Come on, guys! Come on!
So obviously, yeah, you thought you were dictating the fight, which I thought you did too. I just went in 7 rounds to 5.
His Excellency Turki Alik won't shy away from making a trilogy immediately if Oleksandr Usyk emerges victorious. He will probably move on to other things, quite possibly an undisputed clash.
Do whatever we want to do. What the public want is AJ against Fury. It's what they always want. And it's time to make that fight. But let's see, respect Tyson Fury, see what he wants to do in the future, and no rush.
Your other fighters on the card tonight, Ishmael Davis, unfortunate late notice against Sergey Bokachev.
Yeah. Saw the levels of a true world class.
With either Daniel Dubois or Joseph Parker. A few days ago, Tyson Fury's promoter Frank Warren also talked about the possible trilogy, and how it will trump any other clashes for both of these boxers in a conversation. With Boxing News, Warren claimed that a trilogy fight between Fury and Usyk is contracted, and whatever happens...
And that was it. Can you come back from this, Tyson? I don't know. Listen, it's up to the man, and whatever he wants to do. If he's got a good ambition to come back again and do what he's got to do, I don't know. Listen, he'll have to make his own decisions. He's a big boy, isn't he? What did you...
That would be the case if Tyson wins, providing nobody retie. Warren declared that if the 36-year-old is victorious in the rematch, the trilogy will take priority for both of these fighters, over matchups with...
He just dominated that fight easier than the first fight.
He just confirmed that he's the true champion. He beat everyone.
Where does he rank, man, amongst the greatest? Because he's definitely cemented his name.
There is Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time.
Anthony Joshua, and will further delay the undisputed clash against Ubo or Parker boxing fans. Have been desperately waiting to see AJ and Fury collide with each other in the ring.
Real shift, he was tired, it was marked up, and he's now having to say, and he actually called it, didn't he? He said, Turki Al-Sheikh, let's make the fight happen, let's do it. He didn't back down, he said, let's make the fight happen. I wouldn't like to see Usyk get...
Furthermore, even Joshua is waiting for the Riyadh season rematch's result to decide his future, as he wants a clash with Fury. If the trilogy does happen, it will massively hamper his comeback plan.
Where's Frank? Make it happen!
Mr. Excellency, Your Excellency, make me fight with Daniel Dubois. Thank you so much.
Furthermore, to make matters worse for AJ, the Gypsy King has also shown more interest in facing Usyk again, rather than him. In a conversation with Al Arabia, Tyson Fury declared, Joshua's in tatters at the moment.
What did you make of it?
It's my time now. It's time to hand over the crown. It's passing of the...
You want the winner?
Yeah.
Well, you want the winner. You want Usyk.
I want Usyk now. Yeah.
Did you think he deserved...
In Wembley. Get him in Wembley.
Did you think he deserved to win tonight?
Daniel, talk to me.
He has got to pick up the pieces from his last fight, but the fight with Usyk won on Saturday, and the one afterwards would be fantastic for me.
In there with Daniel Dubois and not really fancy it, not want to do it, because Daniel Dubois is young, strong, big puncher, he's flying at the minute. I know he's got Joseph Parker next, but I suppose if Usyk does fight again, that's probably the fight for him. That's the fight that we're going to want to see as fans.
While this announcement by Tyson Fury and Frank Warren would have hurt AJ and some fans, the majority of boxing fans won't be opposed to seeing Fury and Usyk locking horns for the third time.